Hi, everybody. Let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome to Bench with the Brothers FC. This is a special edition, World Cup edition. Uh, the knockout rounds just finished, starting tomorrow. Well, the group stage just finished. Starting tomorrow is the knockout stage. We made a few predictions. You feel me? Um, all my guests here, my co-hosts. So we're gonna start off with everybody introducing themselves. Nick, you can go first.
What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm Nick, one of the guests.
Hi, Nick.
Good chat.
I'm good, Nick. Here it goes.
Yeah. So Nick, you made a few bold predictions. You want to remind us what you predicted and how those went?
I had Germany beating Portugal in the final. It's not looking too good right now, and I had Denmark as the dark horse, and Serbia. So none of that's looking good right now.
So all those teams are home except Portugal. Okay. Vic, how you feeling? How you looking?
What up, Victor? I'm not Brazilian, just repping the jersey. But so for my predictions, I had Denmark as a dark horse, so that's not gonna happen. I had Richarlison as Golden Boot, which still on track for that. That one could still happen. I also had Messi as MVP, I believe. Courtois as the Golden Glove, and Belgium is out. And I forgot what the other one was. So basically, I got two still alive out of my predictions.
Your tournament winner, yeah.
Oh, tournament winner. I said Brazil, so that one is still possible. So 3 alive.
And how about you, Mr. Shaq?
What up? I'm Shaq. I think my dark horse was Uruguay, and it's sad because I just remembered that. But today I was cheering and hoping they went home.
Crazy.
A golden boot, I had Lautaro Martinez, who has decided to be benched for a kid that barely plays. The winner, I had Brazil, and I still do believe them and France look the best out of all the teams. Even though they both lost, but I still think they look. And then what was the other one? My MVP.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one. It's either I had Messi or Neymar, one of them.
I think you picked Neymar.
I think then if yeah, so I probably picked
think-
Neymar. And my winner, I think Brazil is gonna win it. Yeah, so I probably did pick Neymar.
Okay. How about you, Sean?
I had Argentina win the whole thing. That's looking likely for now. I had Messi as the MVP, Emi Martinez as a Golden Boot, as a Golden Glove. Golden Boot, I had Harry Kane, and the dark horse was England. So all those players and teams are still in the tournament. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I hear you. I don't know. It's my turn, I guess, but I don't know why I did that to myself. Belgium for dark horse, horrible decision. I said it by myself. Like when I said it, they were gonna do some bullshit, and they did some bullshit. Leading goal scorer, I had Mbappe. I think he has 2 or 3. Not sure,
Three.
but
3.
my boy's almost there. But I have Brazil to win. I had Emi Martinez as my Golden Glove, and I think I had Neymar for the MVP of the tournament. So one of my decisions were like real fucked up. You feel me? But I want to talk about the surprise in this tournament. Like what team or what player has surprised you the most? You know, or good or bad? Anybody got any hot takes? What we thinking?
How we just gonna skip over the fact that you and Schindler picked England, and what did you say? Who was your
Belgium.
What, dark horse?
Belgium.
Belgium and England as your
Those were
dark
two of the
horses.
favorites.
Like them's just not in the top 5, top 10 in the world. I don't, but we just
Nah,
gonna-
all right, look,
No. Let's address it.
look.
man
That's
had
a
number
fair-
one
Shaq,
rankings as his dark horse.
Shaq, that's a fair point. But the only reason I said that to myself is like they never perform, you know. So if I was
They ain't go to England. They go far, but they don't finish.
nah, I couldn't say England as a
England
dark
made
horse.
England went to
semis
the
in
the
Euro
past-
World
final
Cup.
and went to the semifinal
Yeah.
in the World Cup
They're
last
not
time.
dark
Yeah,
horse.
There's that's a
They
bright
go far,
a
but
very
they.
bright horse.
I mean, yeah, but they go far, but they don't perform.
So they
Every time they
cheated.
chase coming
They
home, it's
cheated
never
is what
coming
I'm
home.
hearing.
Nah, they don't cheat. They have some.
Nah,
They have some of the best players.
Yeah, y'all not gonna
In
just
the
say
World
dark
Cup.
horse and then it not be a dark horse. It's a favorite.
Right. I don't think Belgium was a favorite.
No.
What the rankings say? What the rankings say?
The
Don't make me
rankings
look.
might say otherwise, but I
No,
don't think
we
they
gonna
was.
look it up.
Weren't
They
they?
cheated.
They're seventh in the
Because-
world.
Bro, but look at the tournaments they've been in. When was the last time Belgium got to the semis?
They got third at the last World Cup.
And they got the quarters in
Really?
the World Cup?
Didn't they get third at the
The
last
one in
World Cup?
Russia?
Yeah. They lost
I'm
to France in the semi against in 2018.
Alright, I'm tripping.
The
I'm
worst two dark horses choices
I'm tripping.
ever
I'm
I
tripping.
picked France as my dark
in
horse, yo.
history. In history, right?
Wait, you say what?
Hold up.
I picked France as my dark horse now since we changed the rules.
Y'all cheating. Belgium
Alright,
was
yo,
number
listen,
2 in the world
listen,
ranking.
I could take a L on that. That was a
Carl,
that wasn't
Belgium
great.
is
I'm not
number
taking
what?
the L.
Number
not
2 in the
taking
world
that.
ranking. We got it. We got it.
Man
On.
is ranked number 2, and
Hold
Garfield had the nerve to
They-
say, "Oh yeah,
They gonna
Dark
believe
horse.
it's
They're
cap.
number
They
two
gonna
in
put
the
They
on
world
never
Twitter.
ranking.
performed for me though, man. I just thought they were gonna do something special. They couldn't
Crazy.
even get out their group.
Number 2.
Wait,
Wow.
so
They
if
were
we started
struggling.
with
They were
Belgium,
struggling against Canada.
if we starting with Belgium, and we're talking about shocking performances, I feel like we got to start with Lukaku because this dude could have had a hat trick yesterday, missed basically 3 sitters. That was crazy. Like honestly, I couldn't believe, especially the last one. I couldn't believe it. Belgium would be in if he would have scored one of those goals, I think.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't see how you miss all of those. You know what I mean? You could miss one or two. That you know which one's really bad? The one he goes to chest it down, and the ball.
That's the
just-
last one, yeah.
The last one.
That one's really bad. Like
Crazy.
even the one off his right foot, he should have scored as well. I don't know, man. I
I
don't know.
think the one off the header is the worst one because he watches that come to him the whole way.
That was the,
What's
the
that,
second
first
chance.
one?
Second
First
chance.
time?
That's the one off the header, the one he heads over the top, the empty net with the goalkeeper
Oh,
and the other guy.
yeah,
It's
that
the-
one's
Um,
bad.
Watch,
Yeah, second chance.
watch that one come to his top of his head.
Quick question: Is it worse than what Ronaldo did today? Shot?
That one, the diving header one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one, you had to be. It was take some athletic ability. It was
There
like
was
weird.
there was
angle.
no goalkeeper in the net when Lukaku hit that ball.
Yeah, that was bad. I see.
Incredible.
The roster that Belgium brought, I didn't think it was that good, honestly. They brought too many old players.
Well, that's their golden generation.
Yeah, they try to squeeze as much as they can.
Who
out of
else
that.
do they have though? That's what like who else but those guys do they have?
That's
Yeah,
true.
some
They
young-
have some
yeah,
youngsters
young
coming up, though.
They have a couple young players, but at the end of the day, it's
I mean-
still De Bruyne, Hazard, and it's hard to not take those guys when.
I also think what De Bruyne said in the media like a few days ago was kind of uncalled for. He said like we're too old and like our best chance was to win 2018. That's fair, but like you don't go and say that out there.
Yeah, that's wild to say, but I guess he was trying to motivate him. I don't know if that helped. Well,
Maybe-
clearly it didn't.
Maybe it's true.
Well,
though.
they are. They just facts. They are old.
Yeah, that's
No,
all
that's
I'm
facts.
It's just,
This
I
is my
guess
thing
you
about-
be honest. They're not gonna lie. If somebody asks you if you was too old, you're
That's
gonna say,
it's true.
"Yeah,
It's
well,
true.
This is my thing
I
about
think it's one of
Belgium
those
too.
things though, like you know it, but you don't say it out there because then, like, they kind of had like a fight with each other about it all.
A lot
One
of
of the-
things came out though, saying like a couple people don't talk to each other and all that stuff.
It's a just disaster of a team, honestly.
It's a disaster. It's a great team with a shit coach, to be honest.
I thought De Bruyne was
That's
the best
awesome.
midfielder in the world, though.
You thought what?
I thought De Bruyne was the best midfielder in the world, though. That's what I've been hearing a lot.
Well, him and Valverde got the same fate, so there's no, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I don't think Valverde was
Is
that great.
Valverde your other choice, Vic? Was Valverde the other option?
That's where he was going.
Nah, I wasn't going. I wasn't going to any other player. I was just saying. I think De Bruyne really is made by Pep's system, not really a standalone player. But
Still got to play though, no?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Because hey, listen. That first game against Canada, he was giving them through balls. He was ball. He played good that first game, where he kept giving the ball to Batshuayi. And listen, if you ain't got the talent around you to take control of some of those balls, you gonna look like you're not doing anything. But he was giving Batshuayi some of them through balls.
Yeah,
once he got to it. Not Hazard, Haaland, he would have got to them.
Yeah. My other thing about Belgium too.
Trossard came in, it was better.
My other thing about Belgium is I think I'm gonna keep it on Belgium, but I would say Belgium and Germany were the two biggest disappointments. But the thing with Germany, right, is they're gonna come back strong eventually. But with Belgium, they pretty much weren't even relevant that much before this generation. So I don't know. This could be the last time that we hear about Belgium for a while.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're just gonna end up like a Denmark situation where they make the tournaments, but that's just about it.
Yeah. They won't be
able to make noise, but they're not going to be expected to do anything.
Yeah, they won't be expected anymore.
I got a quick question just to interject in here. Since Belgium's going to be trash, in the future, what team is going to, replace them going into the future? That's my question. Now Vic and Shin were talking before the chat. I don't want to spoil nothing. They were saying that it was going to be them. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Nah, it's Europe. It's Europe. We were talking about.
Nah, that's Europe. We're talking about the next World Cup. There's more teams that'll be in. The three big CONCACAF teams that usually take the World Cup spots will be hosting, so they're automatically in. So that leaves room for Jamaica. That leaves room for Haiti, El Salvador, all the other countries in CONCACAF. So I don't know who's gonna replace Belgium. Hopefully another golden generation could come up.
Belgium they're gonna make it again though. They're gonna make it again.
Yeah.
They'll be there.
I think what you call it, the Netherlands have a good shot of coming back to prominence because the type of players they have.
Ain't he about 31 now?
Huh?
Ain't Van Dijk about 31?
Yeah, that's true. They still got Botman and a couple other young defenders that are very, very good, But the core of them are not that old. And they're attacking players. They all could find new players to replace them. But I think maybe they could replace Belgium. And then again, Belgium won't be that difficult to replace because they didn't win anything, right? Just have to
Also, Italy is good. I mean, they won the Euros, but just something with World Cup qualifying, they for some reason can't make it. But if they make it to a World Cup, they could say what's up for sure.
I don't know. It's tough. Maybe they were missing Chiesa.
You said maybe they were missing who?
Chiesa.
Yeah, Chiesa is a good player.
He lost her a lot too. He called up 56 people within the qualifying. That's a lot of time to just try out. And you're supposed to qualify for the World Cup.
So, what player has been the standout player in the tournament for you guys so far?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, it's simple. It's Mbappe. As expected, though.
Okay. Mbappe. Okay. Are we hearing anything else? Chelsea fans want to interject and throw a couple names in there? Or what are we saying?
I'll say Mbappe too, but for Mbappe, it's more like he's reaching expectations, So I'm thinking about players that are kind of coming out of nowhere. For me, it's Richarlison, dude. That freaking bike that he scored against Serbia, I believe it was in the first game. He already has 3 goals. He didn't even play today. But I feel Richarlison, when he plays for Brazil, he's just different. When he plays it on Tottenham, the system kind of hampers him a little bit, I believe. But for Brazil, with those teammates that he has working around him, basically just providing him service, the dude has been clinical.
For y'all
that's a good take.
For the people that don't know, that's Kyle Kuzma and that play soccer. You know what I'm saying? I got you, Vic. I'm gonna break it down for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd probably say Cody Gakpo.
Oh, Gakpo, yeah. He's been having a good World Cup.
I was going to say the same thing. Definitely Um, didn't expect him to start over Xavi Simons, but uh, definitely, definitely. I mean, he's deserved his start for sure. 3 goals in 3 games, so can't deny him his flowers.
Yeah. So for me, the Moroccans have been really good. You feel me? I like the way they've been playing. Um, we know Akim Ziyech got a lot of talent, and but I think Chelsea. I don't know. He went to Chelsea, and I don't know. Maybe they're stifling him or something. But I think he's been really good this tournament. The whole Moroccan team, but I like what Ziyech's been doing so far. And Tyler Adams and Musa, they've been very impressive to me from the USA team. They've been very impressive.
Good.
Shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal got Musa in the academy back in the day, a couple of years back. But yeah, those are the players I feel like impressed me. But I don't know. So we're at a stage where now we're in the knockout rounds. We made some bold predictions. But now, who do we think gonna win these games? You feel me? Could start on one side of the bracket, going to the other side. The USA versus the Netherlands. Now, obviously, all of us here live in America. You feel me? I don't know if everybody's American, but obviously there's like bias when they're watching TV and whatnot. We want America to do well. But then there's like Alexi Lalas that talks like a mad person, like he's nuts. You feel me? And then like all the see, I want America to do well, but what pisses me off, it's like if I'm watching the game, you can't be that biased, bro. You can't be kicking every ball like, oh, tackle him, like Stuart Holden, he does that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, bro, you're supposed to be impartial. You know what I'm saying? When you're commentating, but what are you guys expecting from this game tomorrow with the USA and the Netherlands?
The Fox network has made the World Cup a little distasteful. The games have been great. Thank God the games have been great, because the commentating, just the whole Fox staff, like throw them all away. Honestly, I wanted the U.S. to lead the tournament. I wanted Iran to beat them. But the Netherlands will beat the USA tomorrow morning. So that's what I believe.
So for me, the Netherlands topped their group with 7 points. I think there was only like 3 teams that got 7 points out of the group.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I don't think they were, in terms of overall play, I don't think they were the best team. I thought Senegal got after them pretty good, and so did Ecuador. Now, I understand the difference is that Netherlands has the quality players, which makes the difference. So it's really, I think the U.S. has a good chance because the players that you mentioned, Garfield, like Musa, Tyler Adams, and I also throw Weston McKennie in there, that midfield 3 is like the highest work rate midfield I think I've seen in the tournament. Like the way they can press you strong, and in my opinion, they overran England's defense for midfield, for example, in the England game. Obviously, it was a 0-0, like nobody won the game. But the midfield battle was won by the United States. So I think the U.S. has a good chance. My only concern would be with Netherlands. I feel because of the players that they have, like with Frankie de Jong and Gakpo, I feel like there's another level that they can hit that hasn't been seen in the group stage. So if Netherlands is able to like hit second gear, the U.S. will probably lose. However, if the Netherlands that we saw in the group stage is the true Netherlands, and let's say Pulisic has a good game and Tim Weah has a good game, and the midfield keeps playing the same, U.S. can say what's up for sure. I'm putting 50 on U.S. just so y'all know.
You put your money where your mouth is.
I'm putting 50 tonight. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Shaq. Now I want to hear your take on this because I hear you tweeting a lot, and so let me hear what you have to say, boss.
I think this is where the conversation ends. I don't think they have enough to do it. They barely beat Iran. Couldn't beat Wales. They had a good game against England, but I don't know. I think it's just the hype. Just a lot of hype. It's getting out of the group stage. It is, not everybody does it, but if we're being frank. Iran was a team England beat, 6-2? Wales was another team England destroyed. So USA is not like they tied them, but it was more that England didn't play a good game against the US, I thought, than the US killed them. But the Netherlands, these are seasoned guys, bro. You see what happens when the US get put under a little bit of pressure. They kind of fold. The coach makes some very questionable calls. I don't get the Giorena thing and what's going on there. You see in players like, what's his name, Morris, coming on, Haji Wright. You got to question what's going on there. And to be honest, I think Musa and Tyler Adams probably is up there for the top midfielders of the tournament. But I think McKennie has been poor. I think Weston McKennie's been poor. I think he's been sloppy. I think if it wasn't for Musa and Adams, they wouldn't be in any of the games that they were in. But I think there's a slight chance. But the only reason there would be a chance would be if Netherlands didn't play how they've been playing. Because even though Ecuador got at them, Senegal got at them, they still came out those games. You know what I mean? They still, got the positive result. One of them was a draw, but at the end of the day, I think in the World Cup, it's not about how you play. It's about the result at the end of the day. We see it happen every game. If they find a way to win, they find a way to win. That's just about it. I think Netherlands have more to find out. At the end of the day, quality match qualities. I think, they're going to find a way to win it.
Yeah, I definitely think you made some fair points there. And I was going to echo those thoughts. Weston McKennie hasn't been good at all. You know what I'm saying? He's been bad. But yeah, I find it difficult to see how the USA is going to deal with Frankie de Jong. Till this day, I fail to understand why Barcelona isn't playing that man. He is so good. So,
it's money. They're trying to sell him for money.
Even if you say America stifled him, right? Which I don't think is going to happen. Then you got to worry about maybe Dumfries bombing on or Gakpo just attacking your defense.
You got Memphis
could only work so hard. You know what I'm saying? Or
one thing,
or Musa could only work so hard.
I'll say one thing though.
Yeah.
In terms of athleticism, though, the United States matches up well with Netherlands. You can have Dumfries bombing down the wing, but I think he will be coming down. What is it, Anthony Robinson side? That dude is fast as hell. So we match up well. And again, like everyone mentioned, the midfield has been the best part of the game. I don't know if they'll be able to shut down Frankie de Jong because Frankie de Jong can pretty much play through any type of pressure. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And even though, like Shaq said, that we barely beat Iran, we tied with Wales, we tied England, but also you got to consider we've only conceded one goal, and it was a penalty, and it was a stupid ass penalty, and if as long as the play has been good, so we're creating chances. If US can be clinical and just put away 2 chances, something like that. I mean, I know Netherlands is the favorite, obviously. But I'm just saying, it's possible.
Hey Victor, look like you over there living on a prayer, my friend.
Hold up.
No.
Can I ask Victor a question? Now, Victor, with everything that you've just said, when have you ever seen US be clinical? Let's get to it. When have you seen this? Or is this just
No, that's a valid point.
He's living on a prayer.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point. It would have to be. That's a valid point.
I don't think Serginho Dest could defend, bro. I really don't think he could defend.
He's defended well in this tournament. He's defended well in this tournament.
No, he has not.
I don't think
Didn't they pull him out for Yedlin in the first game?
No, bro.
And then the second game pulled him out for the other right back.
It's fitness. He hasn't been playing for AC Milan.
That first game, he was crying.
Can I just say one other thing?
What about the second and third game?
Can I just say
the second game? He came off too for the other guy, the other right back.
Clean sheets though.
He talking about Shaq Moore played the second game. Talking about
he didn't. No, he didn't. He came on. Clean sheets.
Vic,
He
another
cannot
thing
He
that I
not by
tell.
himself.
Clean sheets, bro.
He not out there by himself.
if
This
Netherlands
guy.
put because what's his name is gonna be Memphis Depay is probably gonna be on that side. If Netherlands put Xavi Simons on his side,
Xavi
it's
Simons not
over.
playing.
I was about to tell him that. That must be your boy.
He
You've been
hasn't
crying
played
out
a
for him.
minute. Has he played a
He's
minute
good, bro.
World
He's
Cup?
good, bro.
But
Has
look,
he
He's
played yet?
very good.
he has not played
No, he
yet.
hasn't played yet. He hasn't
So
played.
the man
He
hasn't
yet.
played 3 group stages, and you think this man gonna show up in the quarterfinal of the World
I
Cup
think he can.
or whatever
I think
this is, round of 16?
Round of 16. I think so. I think so.
Listen,
I'll give him a shout. I don't
Over
know.
who?
I don't know what's
Over
going
who?
on.
Over who?
Over Memphis Depay, he's coming off of an injury and he hasn't played since October.
that ain't gonna work.
Because the
Memphis
game
is the Dutch striking force right now.
Honestly,
the game he played was mad decent. It wasn't full on.
Did he
Memphis
get an
Depay,
assist?
Yeah.
That's all you need, bro.
All right, so before you go any further, Nick, let me hear your take.
Alright, so I think the U.S. matches up well with the Netherlands. They have obviously more talent, by far. But U.S.'s 11's good. It's gonna come down to Greg making some weird ass substitutions late in the game that's gonna open up the defense. But I think if you get through the first half, there's a chance. But you're gonna have to man mark De Jong to take away their progression. Other than that, I don't see too much happening with America's chances to score and stuff. But if you're gonna play 4-4-2, I think you play Pulisic up top with Weah. You don't go out there with Haji Wright or Jesus Ferreira, and then you play Musa McKinney.
Oh my God. Isn't Sargent not playing?
He's day to
Day-to-day.
And Pulisic definitely not 100%.
Nah.
Can I just say one more
So
thing?
you going in with probably a 75% Pulisic, right? Because he had to come out of that game, a very important game.
Right.
And then you got Sargent, who is a pressing maestro. That's all he does is press. And now you got to depend on Haji Wright, or what's the other one name that hasn't played yet?
Jesus
Ferreira.
Because he's not even looking at Reina. He not or you put on the Stanford man that scored in the national championship and tore his ACL 4 times.
Yeah,
So-
go ahead.
It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough. If they do, I think it'd probably be the most famous win they've had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if somehow U.S. wins, though, would you consider they've taken the seat at the table in terms of world soccer?
No, that was luck.
If they win,
Not yet.
That's luck.
No.
luck.
Hey,
It'd be the greatest
it's
win
a
in
question.
their
It's just a
history.
question.
It'd be
Just
the
a
greatest
question.
win in their history. I don't think if it puts them at the table as
All right.
Netherlands would have to have a bad
they'd have to
game.
beat the next team.
2-3
They'd
red
have to beat the
cards.
next team.
Can
Also,
Three
it's
red
too
cards.
early in this World Cup. They're all too young. I think next World Cup, if they all develop like they should in Europe, they got a good chance to do something, especially because it's in America. But
I think next World Cup is the one.
yeah, they are.
Agree.
Semi-final run. It's gonna be tougher, but a semi-final run should be looking at that because everybody should be in prime form. You have guys like Scally. You get Yedlin out. You get Zimmerman out. You get the other old guys, Morris out.
Zimmerman.
You get a couple young. You get some guys from.
Tim Ream
I
will
think.
still be
I
playing.
think. I think McKennie should be benched, and I think that kid from Philly should be playing.
Aronson, yeah.
He's everything they need in that midfield.
Once he gets the ball and runs at the defenders,
I mean, look what him and Tyler Adams been able to do in Leeds so far. I mean, just in terms of them playing wise, not the team, just them playing at Leeds.
Aronson presses well too, like you mentioned about Josh Sargent.
He never tires. He's never tired, that kid.
Aronson would be
Never tired
annoying to play against. I know you remember the game we played against Leeds in the Premier League chat. Bro, he just kept on running.
Run, man.
Imagine you're playing center back or center midders, and this every 2 seconds someone's on you. Like, bro, he's constantly. And one thing I would say about this USA team, if they want to move forward with these young players they have for the next World Cup, they have to get a better coach. Because there's no way you have a player like Gio
Something
on
must be going on.
Something.
and you
There's gotta be
Something.
something.
you can't find a way to play this
Do you
man.
think that they need a European coach, not an American coach?
I don't think they need. I think they just need the right coach.
They need a right coach.
European,
Bro.
African, Asian.
Yeah, it don't matter where you're from. It's just
You
the
need the
philosophy.
right coach. You need the right system with the right players. And I feel like these national team coaches just pick based off who they like and who's
Right.
going to perform and who doesn't fit the system. Like even Brazil, they got a lot of strikers, a lot of attackers. And tell us what goes down today. And they play Marquinhos at left back. You know what I'm saying? Militao played right back the second game or something like that. Dani Alves getting cooked. You're not gonna act like Dani Alves ain't get cooked today.
Oh, he was getting fried.
This was a game that Dani Alves probably in the hotel, like, yeah, man.
Planning on him getting
This
cooked
about to
today.
be it.
Yeah.
Because that number 6 from Cameroon was like, ooh, barbecue chicken.
Yeah, field day. Field
He
day.
was ready to go. They was ready to go down that left every time.
Yep. Yep.
I just wanted to
I
say
think
one
Mark
thing.
can take over for Europe.
You had that.
All right, so let's not stray too far.
Hold on.
I need a yes
Be-
from
before
whoever
we-
who thinks the U.S. is gonna go through.
Can I just say before we go anywhere,
I'll
Is that
stand
that
alone.
$50
I'll stand alone.
talking? Or
Vic,
is
I'll
that
stand
the
alone.
logic?
Vic, can I just
I'll
say
stand
this?
alone.
Before you give away that $50 to the betting people, can you just bet me? I just want to be up. I just want
Are
to
you
be up.
paying- are you-
That's
are you
all I had to say.
Wait, are you paying plus 350?
Yeah. We'll match whatever they got on the betting apps. I just want the $50.
So you playing plus 350?
Vic, you know what I would take? I would take over the way. I'd probably take the first half.
That actually might be a good shout. That is low key a good bet.
I think the
this
first
is
half
why
is probably
I
gonna
wanted
be-
to talk to him before.
That's a
Shaq
good
started
shout.
talking.
That's a good shout.
You know I want to talk to him before Shaq started talking. You try to
I wouldn't
Good
take-
shout.
I'd take the first half. I think
That's a good shout.
I think it's gonna be dull as hell. But the it depends. Ah, geez, man. It just depends on who scores first. It It really does, because if Netherlands score first, I don't think the USA have enough to run with them.
Yeah, it could be like 70% possession after that if Netherlands score first.
But if the USA score first, I think they have enough to hold out.
Then the game becomes exciting.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
one thing about this World Cup, that's what it's been. Okay, so by group decision, we're saying Netherlands, yes?
Yeah. Vic just talking about money.
I stand alone.
Argentina versus Australia. Is this a easy game, or we're saying Australia gonna hit?
It's a wrap.
Oh, you're not putting 50 on Australia, Vic?
Tough
Hell
game.
no.
Hell, that's
Argentina.
a throw.
Yo, bro.
Argentina,
Lecky's a
man.
problem, bro.
Yo,
Lecky's a problem.
It's a tough game, bro.
Australia-
Garfield, shut up, Lecky.
Australia's at plus 1,500.
Wow,
Yo,
we talking about
Listen,
Argentina
every
and
time I see
Ghana
Lecky on the
versus
counter
Fiji.
attack is a problem. In
Argentina
Brazil,
already
it was
gave
the
away
same
their
thing.
freebie. They already gave away their freebie to the Saudis. They good. They all got
Yeah,
Rolls
okay.
Royces.
So
They
Argentina moving on, right?
Argentina.
Yeah, no doubt.
They'll play good defense, but it's not going to hold up the whole game.
Dude, do you not see them against France?
I mean,
Do
they're
you not
not
see
gonna
Australia against France?
They
Di
fell
Maria,
off, man.
Di Maria, and what's his name are going to cook those wings.
Acuna.
Oh, actually, one thing about Argentina, I think they got to start Julian Alvarez in this game again over Lautaro. He freaking balled in the Poland game.
Listen, man. These games are going to be won by coaches. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Coach decisions. Like
Now, this game, the next game, the Japan versus Croatia game, I think is going to be an interesting one. But obviously, have you guys ever played with Japanese players or Korean players or any Asian players? Like actually playing in soccer? Like, you guys ever played with any of them?
Shout out to the Kim brothers in high school.
This Japanese team remind me of any Asian soccer players I ever played with. Bro, they work so hard and like they just never stop going. But you have Modric, Kovacic, Perisic, all these sitches, right? You think you you think this older team is
Yeah.
gonna make it through and show the equality over Japan, or what we thinking?
Yeah, they
We
going
think the
there.
Blue Samurai go stab something.
Croatia's going to hold possession for most of the game, but look what Japan did to Germany and Spain. They hold most, like, those teams hold the possession, but they take their chances. So, I mean,
I think you got to score goals. That's how you kill Japan. Because if you got a goal lead, they're always going to believe that they could get, like, you got to score goals, like 3, 4.
I think Japan's been winning the games on their substitutions, but I think some of it's been lucky. It's been very, very lucky
Man, like Asana, bro.
because
Like,
it didn't work. It didn't work against
Costa Rica.
the
Costa
Costa
Rica.
Rican boys. It never worked
Yeah.
against those guys.
This is what I'll say though about I agree, Garfield. It's going to come down to energy levels of Japan because Japan will outwork Croatia. It would just be if like Croatia's experience and technique can overcome it. But both of Japan's wins against the European teams, it was the same thing. Both games went the exact same way. They went down 1-0, and then in the second half they flipped the score in 5 minutes. Both games happened the same exact way. I agree. Probably a little bit of luck.
Do you think it's
But
some sort of arrogance, though?
One
You think
last
it's
thing.
some sort of arrogance?
One last thing. Against Costa Rica, that doesn't work because they don't open up the same way that the European teams do. Costa Rica is just defending the whole time. So and this is a European team that is going to expect to like have possession. I think Croatia is a little bit smarter than Germany and Spain, though. That would be my one caveat.
you were saying, Shaq?
I was asking Vic if he thinks that like those two that boils down to a little arrogance from like especially Spain.
100%. 100%.
From Spain.
100%.
But I think Croatia reminds me of they're like the Japanese of the European game. They're just hard workers. Hard workers, like, you know what I mean? Them guys just play. They just go and run out there because Kramaric plays for what? Offenheim? When was the last time you heard him score a goal? You know what I'm saying? He just work hard, bro. Perisic has been playing left wing back for all year. Now he's over there playing left wing. Like, these guys just work hard for each other, And this might be the wildest take, but I think that midfield three is the best midfield three in the World Cup.
Modric, Kovacic, and Brozovic.
Modric. Yeah,
I don't think there's
I don't think that's wild, though.
that matches up to that.
That's a good take.
The center back, he's been locked down, bro. No one's got past him at all.
Oh, yeah, bro. The young
I didn't
dude
think
from
he was.
Leipzig,
I didn't think he was that good in the first game, but these last two
that
games,
last game,
the last two games, he
was
ran the show.
locked.
Even though this is it. Even though if Lukaku had tapped in two of those, we wouldn't be talking about it.
this is true.
Right.
But he's very good.
Yeah, he's a solid little left defender.
So what are we
He's
saying?
compared to
Japan
Wales.
or Croatia?
I think Croatia
Croatia.
will sneak it. I think
Yeah,
Croatia.
Croatia.
Japan's
Croatia
already
can
had
take
their
it.
run. I think they've had their run.
Okay. Even with the Japanese inspired hairstyle, Victor, you going with Croatia?
I think, they'll give Croatia a good run for their money. It might go to overtime or something like that, but Croatia will win.
All right. Brazil versus South Korea. Do you expect Neymar to be back, or you think,
I don't think he
he could
starts.
skip this game? What do you think?
I don't think he starts.
He'll be back, but
He'll be back, but I don't think he starts.
they're trying to protect him.
There's no chance, bro. No chance. Brazil's gonna wipe the floor with them.
Brazil rested their team.
Right. This is true. Also, from today's game, because I'm taking Brazil to win, Anthony should not see the field again. That's that. Because one thing I want to say
No,
about him,
your
his
tweet,
first-
bro, your
his
tweet
first-
was hilarious.
bro, his first play,
Some of
his
these guys
first,
never seen the field.
Yo,
bro, his first take on today, he beats the guy, right? The guy gets a yellow. For the rest of the game, he keeps passing the ball backwards. Like, bro, you have to beat him. He's on a yellow card. Why not attack him the whole game?
dude, and then compare that to the way Martinelli played today. Bro, Martinelli was so good. It was amazing.
Listen,
Martinelli,
I might be an Arsenal fan,
been on the field, he's been
but
good.
I
bro.
think he can sneak into that 11. I think he can sneak in, or even if he doesn't sneak into the 11, I think he could
First
be
off the
come
bench.
onto the field.
First
Yeah,
off the
Martin-
bench if he's not that
He's
starting.
just fearless. He just goes at anybody.
Every time Martinelli's been on the field, he's been the best player on the field. Like every game that he's been on.
He just goes after them.
He is for Brazil, and now he's the type of player he is now. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. I just think Brazil is very good.
I think Brazil will be well rested. Let's just say that. I think they're well rested. Like Paqueta didn't play.
Yeah.
Vinny is
They
fresh.
don't score goals, bro.
Carlson
That's
is
a
fresh.
disappointment.
Who was the other one on the right? Rafinha played, but who was their other winger? He didn't play.
Vinicius.
Vinny didn't play. And when you look at South Korea after that final game today, them boys are gassed. They only have 3 days. They only have 3 days to recover.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous
Them boys
season.
was gassed, man. Them boys was gassed.
Yeah, so now it's money. It's money season. You know what I mean? You got to get with it now or get lost. Show up and show up. So we all saying Brazil, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Brazil sneaks it because they haven't been like scoring a bunch of goals. I think they sneak it.
Anybody
let
want to go and tell me who the scorer is gonna be?
I think they win 2-0.
2-0.
If anybody
2-0.
get the score right, I'll give you $10.
I think they win 2-0.
2-0.
The first and one in the second.
So if y'all got the same, if it's the same score and both of y'all get it right, I gotta give you $5. Okay?
Nah.
2-0.
No. Wait, yo, let me just say one thing about Korea though. I know we're on to the next round. I just gotta say this. Uruguay had 2 penalty shouts today in the game. If they had gotten one and scored one, Uruguay would be in. The first one, they reviewed it. The second one, they didn't even go to VAR. That was when Cavani got fouled, like at the end of the game. I'm just saying, Uruguay versus Brazil would have been a different story. It would have been a different story.
I think they explained why they didn't look at it.
What was it? What was the explanation?
They said that Cavani initiated it. If you know what I mean. Like he could have kept going.
Huh.
Right. He
could've
dragged
kept
his
going.
leg and left it
If
there.
you watch it, he was going in goal. He was 1-on-1. But it's the same thing that happened with the Iranian striker, where he could have kept going and he felt contact and he just fell.
Right.
They're saying Cavani like put his foot in front of the guy to initiate the contact instead of he moved off of his trajectory, they call it. So he's going straight and then he shifted right to so I get it, but I think it should have been a penalty. I think it should have been he still ran into him. Even if he went right or left, he still ran into him.
Yeah.
But I see why though. It's a tough one because if they score that,
I promise you Brazil is happy that they're not facing Uruguay and that they're facing Korea. I promise you that.
No, obviously, because Uruguay's gonna know how to play against them. Welcome, brother AB. I see you showed up in England top.
Found this one. I had to break it out.
Okay, we were just speaking about the first knockout rounds. We predicted Netherlands, Argentina, Croatia, and Brazil to move on one side of the bracket. Now we're about to go on to the second part. But you have any interjections?
Didn't they say the flu is hitting the Dutch side?
Yo, that's the other thing. I forgot to mention that.
They said Frankie de Jong might not play. First of all,
Nah.
They say he really got the flu.
I think they said that.
Well, that man got to put on an MJ and hit the flu game.
Flu game. Hit him with a flu game.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if no Frankie de Jong, shit might look a little shaky for the Dutch. I don't know if I'm taking the U.S. over them.
Yo, AB,
bro,
for the record,
you use a Dutch
AB,
spot, man. You're not looking shaky for the Dutch.
Yo, for the record, AB, the group voted for Netherlands, but I voted for U.S. for the record.
Okay, I mean, you know what, Victor?
That's because he putting 50 on him. He putting 50 on him. Why are you leaving out of context? You putting 50 on him.
Yeah,
even if I wasn't,
plus 350. He said 50 on plus 350. Hell yeah.
Even if I wasn't, I would still be with U.S.
Right now, his pocket's talking for him.
Right.
And I'm trying to
talk.
And I'm trying to.
I want to also add. I don't feel sad for Uruguay, and I'm glad they're going home.
Right.
Justice has been done, and all of us Africans stand with Ghana, even though they messed it up anyway. They didn't deserve to win today, but
Bro,
From
Two generations of
from
mental
2010, we've been waiting for this day. Revenge was served. It was kind
You
of
asked
cold, you know
for
what I'm saying?
revenge.
Huh? Nah, you know what?
Revenge.
You know what? Ghana didn't deserve to win the game today, so they had to go home too. But I like to see
what did
Suarez.
Uruguay do to them?
Huh?
What did
Yeah, bro.
Uruguay do?
What did Uruguay not do? They robbed the entire continent of Africa of seeing the first African team to make a World Cup semifinals.
Wait.
At the
No.
first World Cup in
Why is
Africa.
he not allowed to put his
Ooh.
hand there?
Didn't he
Why
get
is
the
No,
he
he's
not-
penalty?
allowed to do it.
Listen,
Why is he not allowed to
He didn't
do
get
that?
the penalty.
Suarez did tell a half truth, in my opinion.
He did
right?
get the penalty.
Yes, but
And
he
got a
Suarez
red
ball,
card.
bro.
He
You know
He
how
got
the
a
game
red
goes,
card
man.
and a
You know how the
penalty.
game
That
goes.
wasn't a half
And
truth. That
he's
was
such
a
a
truth.
cheater. I don't like him.
I don't understand the
Great
foul
player, I
play
like
though.
him.
There's
Why
no
is it foul play? Because
because
you're not
I don't
supposed to do it.
understand
That's
how
why he
it's-
got a red card.
my guy, if it was
I'm
my
saying for the
country,
revenge.
if
For
it
the
was my
revenge. I don't
country
understand the
and
revenge.
Javon Watson, we in the knockout round of the World Cup, and Javon Watson went like he's Iker Casillas
Oh, what?
and saved it, and the other team missed the penalty, and Jamaica went through. We praise him.
Yeah, obviously.
Smart thinking.
Exactly.
Nah, obviously.
Look,
obviously.
Look, AB, look. I'll give
Obviously.
you one more.
Yeah.
You remember that Atletico Madrid game with Real Madrid and Valverde knocked the hell out of Morata.
Yeah,
Another
okay.
good example.
He ain't
Another
supposed
good
to do
example.
that. That's dangerous play. But guess what? Get a red card. We won the game. It's talk about smarts.
That's slightly
What he
different,
did
right?
was smart. I'm not trying to take away what Suarez did. In
No,
terms
I
of
would-
in terms of intelligence, game intelligence, he recognized that the smarter play was to take the red card to stop a certain goal, and with the penalty, you have a shot. Obviously, as we saw, but
Didn't he hit the post? Hit the post, right?
hit the post.
Yeah,
So he
hit
did
the
what he had
post.
to do for his country. If I'm Uruguayan, Suarez is that guy for life, for that
Facts.
moment alone. But I'm not Uruguayan, so fuck that. Like,
Nah, it's straight like that. Straight like that. Nah, but yeah. That Ghana coach is an idiot, by the way. But enough of that. They both out. You know what I'm saying? Now we're on to the other side of the bracket. We'll move over to the other side of the pond, right, AB?
hold on, let me finish. Wait, who was the last two? You had Netherlands, Argentina,
Croatia and Brazil.
Okay, I like those picks.
All right. So Senegal versus England.
Come on, Brav.
Bro,
Come
be
on.
careful with Senegal.
Come on, bro.
Be careful with Senegal. Be
Senegal
careful.
with Mane, I'm taking Senegal. No Mane?
With
I'm
or
just saying,
without.
dude.
It's England.
Can I just say this as well, Vic? I'm
With
back.
or without.
We could do it 2-1, bro. We could do the U.S. Netherlands and then the Senegal game, right? I'll take
parlay?
Yo, bro.
Parlay?
What you want to do, Vic? What
Dude,
you want to
if
do?
that hit, that would probably be like plus 2,000 or something if that hit.
And I'm completely
Put a dollar on it,
confident
get two
that I
bills.
would bet you that.
I'm just going to say
Bro,
this real quick
England.
before we get onto the actual soccer take. Hearing Carl voice come out of PG cartoon face is funny as fuck. I'm not going to lie. Because y'all couldn't look any further
I was
apart.
looking at it. I was looking at it, and I'm like, that Paul guy hasn't said shit yet. But then at the same time, I'm like, where the fuck is Carl coming from? And I'm looking, but like, I'm not expecting it. So like, when Carl talk, I'm like,
Y'all know what I'm saying?
Not
Once,
left
you the
field.
fuck or something? Like, I'm like, yo.
once y'all see the final edit, it's going to be crazy. But also, you know what I'm saying? I'm wearing the same hat. Shout out to PG. You know what I'm saying? The Zoom sponsorship with PG Sports. But we gonna keep it going. Look.
So they talk about, boy.
Parental guidance sports.
Something like that.
Yo.
Something like that.
Is anybody taking Senegal, though, for real?
I would take Senegal.
Vic is.
for real.
That's why
would.
I'm really here for the paper. What we doing?
I also have. But I
I-
also have an agenda
I-
against England, so
We're not. We gotta stop this.
Y'all can't see me, Vic, but I'm rubbing my hands
Vic
like
is going for the
Birdman.
underdog all the time.
I'm rubbing my hands like
cannot
Birdman.
lose
Vic,
this
what we
game.
doing?
England
Look.
cannot lose this game.
this is the thing. This is the thing with England. Yeah, England knows how to do knockout stages. Even if they don't play amazing, they know how to do the knockout stage
Bro,
with
they've
Gareth
conceded
Southgate.
how many goals?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like England is a good tournament team, 100%. I don't know, bro. I just saw things out of Senegal in the group stage. They look real fucking good. If they had Mane, I would definitely put money on Senegal. If they had Mane,
I feel that.
Well, there's a lot of ifs, but we know certains and we know facts. Mane isn't
That's true.
here, okay?
That's true.
So
Fact.
if not, he's not.
Who did Senegal beat in the last game?
They beat Ecuador and Qatar. They lost to Netherlands.
They
When
probably
had
should have beat the
they-
Netherlands, to be fair.
They played
Or at least
better than
drawn.
Netherlands.
They
in
should have
my
at least drawn
opinion.
that match.
They
Yeah.
could have.
If it wasn't for
Still
Mendy,
could've.
Mendy really cost him that game. Because, like, I don't know. It's tough because that's my guy. I'm a Chelsea fan. But he still had
Did they
that,
do
he had
enough to
that
win
bench
that
rush.
game?
That ain't my guy. That ain't my guy.
Did they do enough to
Nah,
win
Shinny,
that
you're
game?
wilding, Shinny. You're
Nah,
wilding, Shinny.
nah. We have a goalkeeper problem, but that's
We don't,
that's
though.
a,
We really
that's a
don't.
different take. Yeah,
People
we,
lose form. It
Hey,
happens.
listen, let's not start the infight between Chelsea fans right now. You
Right.
know,
Hold on,
let's
United
be
fans.
bro, we have
realistic with
a
what's
we have
going
a
on
big
here.
goalkeeper
Garfield,
problem.
shit
Feel
when
me?
you're
But
repping
I know you
Chelsea.
see the Arsenal fans living good, the Real Madrid fans living good. You feel me?
Hold up.
So I would
Garfield.
like for the infight to stop. We're here to discuss the World Cup and not our club's teams so
Garfield.
specifically. Okay,
Garfield,
guys.
hold up.
We don't need
Got it,
another
you got
pod for that one.
Yo, Garfield, Shin wasn't even claiming Chelsea till AB got here. He was scared. He was
What
scared.
you talking about? What
He
you
wasn't
talking
even
about?
claiming Chelsea.
I got my shirt on, man. Come
You
on.
wasn't showing it though. Yeah, that Chelsea
It was
shirt tucked.
shown. It was shown.
All right,
What
so
about England though? If they start Sterling and not Rashford though, that's questionable in my opinion.
I mean, after the game Rashford had, yeah, I hear you.
And if I feel like Foden should be in for Mount too.
See, now you lost me.
now
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
now look.
I'm playing.
As
Listen,
much as
We don't know.
I
We don't know.
don't like
Hey,
Foden at all,
AB,
but
be
Mason
true
Mount,
to
bro.
yourself. Release yourself from the Chelsea shackles.
Oh, sir, we just
On
talked
the
about
plane, going back to England and having some crisp and tea and watching the game. He should take no part in this game tomorrow.
Foden should start, but the question is like Foden started. I missed the game I wasn't watching the England game when Foden started. I watched the highlights of it. Foden started out on wide left. No. No, hold on. Anybody watch the game? Shit, I'm asking questions here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
my
It was played on the
propaganda.
wing.
I
It
think
was
he
played on the
started
wing.
out,
Yes, it was played on
I
the
didn't
wing.
watch the game either. I didn't watch that.
It was played on the wing though.
Okay, so that's my thing. Is that we were? I think we were talking about this. Some of us were talking about this, and I said Phil Foden eventually will play in the middle. Right now, he's a bit of a liability for the teams that he plays for when he plays in the middle. That's why I don't think he'll start. If he starts out wide. But then the question is who does he start out wide over? I know y'all not gonna put him over Starboy.
There's a reason why he's called
You see the faces.
Come on, bro. You crazy?
Yeah.
Can he make an England team without?
And we know.
Can
Can we name an England team without him? Like, honestly.
No, I agree. Saka should
True.
start. I'm with you. Saka should start.
Yeah,
Listen, this
I
game
want no
depends
smoke.
if
Saka should start.
Southgate should get the 11 right. If he gets the 11 right, they walk over whoever
So
they're playing.
let's
Senegal.
run through the
I wouldn't say
I
walk
think they
over.
walk over Senegal.
Nah, hold on,
Nah.
Nick. What were you saying?
what's the England 11? Pickford,
Pickford.
Walker,
Maguire.
all right, back
Walker.
right. Walker's fit
He's fit.
enough.
Maguire, Shaw. Bellingham.
Maguire's
Shaw,
been very good this tournament. Actually, I'm
Maguire
surprised.
Shaw on the left. Who's the other center back? Stones,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Declan Rice.
Yep.
Is your 6?
Midfield, man. It's the midfield. If he plays
He's
Henderson,
decent enough.
if he plays Henderson, they'll lose.
It should be Rice, Bellingham.
It should be Rice, Bellingham, and I would play Foden in there with them.
I have a hot
And
take.
basically play with a 2 pivot and play Foden in front of them. And I'm telling you,
Facts. That would go
you
crazy.
have Rashford on one side, Saka on the other side, and Kane.
Dude,
That's
the
go
thing
crazy.
is, Southgate wants his starters to be like so tactically disciplined. I don't know if Foden would make the 11. That's the reason why.
That's why he goes in Mount. He
I think
fancies
what makes
Mount.
him out though is I don't think he's a good 10. I would play him more as an 8. I've been saying that for a while now. I don't
Agree.
think he's a good 10.
No, I completely agree.
Foden?
I think he's an 8.
No, Mount.
Oh.
He's an 8 that gets shoved.
I
definitely
think
an
he play on the
He's an 8 that gets shoved
17th,
out wide.
17th member on the bench.
Yeah.
Relax, man.
I
Relax.
think he should be on the bench
That's
too.
crazy.
He's been poor.
Nah,
poor.
Gareth Southgate fancies Mount, bro.
He does fancy.
Out of
we know this.
out of all the players on the team, Mason Mount is like when you think about Southgate team, like he's most likely gonna be starting.
But let
Well,
me
we
ask
should
you,
we should go by merit, yo.
Maguire
He's
shows
that
why
guy,
you
bro.
should fancy him.
Mason Mount has had a bad couple of months, but people forget Mason Mount is coming off back-to-back Chelsea Player of the Seasons.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's focus on where we're at currently, okay?
Also, look at Chelsea's seasons though. They haven't been
Hold
that
on,
great.
hold on.
One of those seasons we won the
Ain't no
Champions
way
League, bro,
he
and we
used
smacked up
Chelsea
Real
Player of the
Madrid.
Season
So
as a stepping
I'm not talking about who now. What
Coming
you
off
say, bro?
Chelsea Player of the Season, man.
Come
Yeah,
on, we gotta let that
That
go.
one of them
was
seasons
good
we
for him.
won the Champions League, bro. What
Oh,
we
that's
saying?
good.
Hold on. You
what
need
he
to stop
doing this month?
You need to stop
Next
this,
month,
bro.
last
You
month.
need to stop this.
We back.
The same way Rashford could come into the team and do well, the same way Mount was in the team and not doing well, he could get out of the starting 11,
Yeah,
bro. You
The
could.
first game, Mount played well. You cannot tell me Mount did not play well the
Which
first
game
game.
He ain't
The
played
Iran
well.
game?
Yes,
The Iran game?
Tell him, shot.
He played well.
The Iran game?
he was
6-2?
Yes.
He was the worst one on the field.
Out of 11.
bro.
Mount was the worst one, AB.
Bro, did he even get an
played
assist?
good.
He
Yes,
didn't
he
even get
did.
a pre-assist, bro.
He had,
Did he
he
get an
had
assist?
the pre-assist for the first goal.
He didn't
Also,
get a hockey assist in the game.
In the game.
Mount was the
Mount's-
worst.
Hey,
First of all-
AB, I know it's your boy.
I'm being dead
No.
serious. The second game, Mount was shit. The third game, I didn't watch the third game, so I can't say.
He was
I'm
shit.
being dead honest. The first game, he was not shit.
She look quiet. She look quiet.
Because AB's not being
Yo,
perfect.
The first
I'm
game,
listening
he was
to
not
what's
shit.
going on. The first
Bro.
game
He
he
talked
did
some
play
sense
well.
into AB. Them
He
Yo,
did
days.
play
Mount-
well.
Mount is
Second
not-
game he was ass.
Yeah.
I agree. Third game he was not good. So
Mount is
So
not
he's
even
not
the
been
best
good this
English
tournament.
player on Chelsea.
somebody,
What
he
you
has
said,
not been
Victor?
good this tournament. He
Mount's
can
not
easily-
Mount's not even the best English player on Chelsea. It's Reece James.
Yeah, if Reece James is healthy, of course, but
I'm saying like so
well,
like
Reece
when you
watching the
when,
tournament
Never
like
healthy.
us.
If you
No, I'm just
start
saying-
Rashford and Saka, it's not a problem to start Mason Mount. But if you don't start Rashford, then that's a problem with Sterling in the team.
Y'all quiet now?
But Sterling wasn't really offering much in behind. Rashford was.
I think the way Sterling plays doesn't fit a winger anymore.
He needs to be inside somewhere.
He needs to be
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
but he does what Southgate says to do. So that's all that he has to do.
Another thing about England, though, is I'm surprised they're playing 4-2-3-1. I thought they were going to be playing 5-back, 2 DMs, and fuck for all in the top 3, see what happens. I'm surprised they're playing pretty attacking football.
Nah, agreed. Everyone thought that was coming in the tournament.
It
was
might
like,
it might change with opponent. So
I think
That's what I thought. I thought
I think
it changes in the round of 16.
I was I don't know if anyone
I
here
think
is like or has reads athletic at all, but I was reading about like they were talking about how don't be surprised if you see as we get later in the tournament a return
They
to
go
a back
to a
five
back
for
five.
England.
You think they try it tomorrow against Senegal, knowing they're the favorites, and then if they get through, they have it ready for
Oh, he
France?
doesn't care about favorites.
I-
He cares about the result.
I feel like he's going to trot out the same formation he started match one with. And if they go up early, maybe he'll shift to it so he can get a look at it live in a match, how they can close out a match. Because going 5 back with that team, they should be able to see out Senegal. Relatively.
I think now that Kyle Walker is fit, I think they'll go to a back 5.
So when he goes to a back 5 now, Trent has to play, right?
Hell no. It's gonna be
No?
I don't know.
Trippier.
So wing back he
Hell
plays,
no.
but Trent's a
Trent
liability.
hasn't
Hold on.
Guys, Trent hasn't played a minute. How is he going to start?
It's just a question. It's just a question.
No.
It's just a question.
Trippier is
No,
going to play.
Trent,
Trippier.
Trent is literally the opposite of what Southgate wants to do with his team. Like literally the opposite.
Okay, cool. I'm just gauging
And
where we're
Trippier is
at.
his soldier,
So,
like
England's
Trippier and
going-
Maguire.
Trippier
Those
is
are soldiers.
underrated, I think. Trippier is nice.
Underrated.
He's underrated. He's not underrated. He was
not
always
underrated.
good, but he fell off for a
He was
couple
good.
years.
so we're
Played
saying
for
England
Tottenham,
through.
he left. Went
Right.
My
to-
question.
But he got into that gambling
Garfield.
stuff, no?
Huh? What you said, Carl?
Garfield and
Mhm.
Shaq, we done jumping Chelsea fans?
Yeah, they good.
Okay,
They
okay,
good.
okay. I'll be right back.
No, we in 8th place. Let us live, all right? Shit.
I didn't even
So,
know he was that low.
England through.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't even know he
Shit
was
is
that
rough
low.
out here.
Does
No.
Poland
I
stand a
remember the
chance?
days.
The way they played
Does
against
Poland stand a chance, Jeffy?
Hell no.
Poland
Hell
who?
no.
Poland
Poland
and
who?
Dude, Poland was atrocious in the group.
Yeah, I was
Poland-
actually hoping Poland got knocked out. Like, no disrespect to
They
anyone.
were
Poland played France.
atrocious.
Oh, bro. Matty
they
Cash,
don't
bro.
All right, we're not even
Matty
gonna talk.
Cash.
We're not even gonna talk.
Matty
about
Cash against Mbappe. Come on.
Poland was
Matty,
We've
atrocious.
seen this man lose out to Andre Ayew every weekend. and now he's gonna play Kylian
Oh
Mbappe.
my
He's gonna revert back
days.
to English real quick.
Hey, I'm glad we took a consensus on that
Wait,
one.
what was the official
Morocco
vote on the
versus
last one?
Spain.
Was it England,
Morocco.
right?
Yeah. So
You said Senegal. You said
I
Senegal.
said Senegal, but the group said England.
Yeah, the group.
damn, Vic, you over here trying to be the black sheep.
come on,
son.
bro.
You
Watch
think
Vic
we
be the
were
only
odds.
one with all these picks right though. Watch. Like,
Yo,
my
parlay hit
March-
for like 28,000.
my March Madness bracket has been perfect the last 5 years, so. No, I'm just
yo,
playing.
Vic hits all these
Obviously
picks.
not.
Vic, you better be out in Vegas. going
Obviously not.
Yeah, in fact, if
You
you
wouldn't
get
be
all
on a
these
podcast
picks,
with us, Vic. That was true.
They could be watching these games instead of talking with us.
Yeah, exactly.
right now.
So, what we thinking about Morocco and Spain?
Morocco.
You press
Morocco.
Spain and they break down. Morocco has that hunger, that fighting spirit. These guys can play. Plus they got class. Feel me? I tweeted the other day. I hope Mr. Potter, not Harry Potter, Graham Potter, is watching ZH in this tournament because this dude is out here doing his thing. He's been very effective. For
ZH is playing like
Morocco
that because he
team.
knows he's leaving.
There.
Like that's the I'm in the shop window. I'm about to get paid and
Oh
get
yeah,
the fuck on.
that's his selling card right now. He's out here doing his thing.
I like Morocco, but
Spain's not ready for the pace, bro. Spain's not ready for
Morocco.
the pace. They're not ready for the pace.
1,000 times.
That defense is shaky, bro.
I think if you want to bet on a game, this is the one to bet and make some money off of. But
who are the underdogs in this? Morocco?
probably. But
Betting
I don't know if
lines?
they should be.
Well, I mean, they probably shouldn't be because they won their group. Spain didn't. So
Against Spain, yes, they are the underdogs just because it's Spain. But if it was anyone else, they would not be the underdog.
I like
I'll
this
be
matchup
honest.
because the history, like the history between Morocco and Spain. Like these countries are very close to each other.
Right.
Morocco
I
wanted Spain.
haven't-
Morocco wanted Spain.
I haven't watched any of Morocco's games because either they were the early ones or whatever.
Yeah, them 5 a.m. games. it was
Morocco's
cool.
legit.
I don't know if y'all got to
Morocco's
watch
legit.
5 a.m.
But I've
games.
seen the highlights and they look like some players.
They
man.
legit.
look like some
They
players.
legit.
And if they go the way Japan went at Spain, they'll beat Spain.
And I also think Morocco
100%.
got more quality than Japan. Individual quality and collective quality. So I think this should be a very interesting game. Vic, if that $50 you have, I think you should put on Morocco. I'm just saying.
I'm betting
Spain
on
don't have
Morocco
finishers,
too. I already
man.
have that
Spain
one.
don't have finishers. They'll pass
I'm
you to
bet-
death, but they
Morocco's
don't
been
got
well,
no
fam.
finish.
You
Huh?
got what, 3-3? That's
Who?
not a bad return.
He ain't got 3-3.
Yeah, he scored 2 in one game and then he scored against Japan.
We talking about Morocco?
Costa Rica game. I forgot they
Yeah.
won that.
Oh, Morocco. I
forgot
no,
they
they don't
Guy,
have finishers.
Aspilicueta
He
seems
can
to always
score,
give
but he's
Morata
not a
assists, no?
Morata's
Yeah.
a streaky finisher though. Like that's the thing about him. It's like if he's hot, he's hot.
But he hasn't started.
He's a
He started
good person,
the game
but-
lost.
Started last game, no?
Yeah,
because he rotated, no?
yeah.
Oh, sure.
My question though, Vic. Hold up. Vic, what you put your money down on?
Kill Carl, bro.
Yo, this the thing. Y'all don't see me,
That's right.
but when
this
you
game,
see the
I'm
edit,
actually gonna for this game, I'm actually gonna bet on Morocco. I'm gonna bet on them.
I would put Morocco.
Morocco.
I would put Morocco +1.
I'll be back.
Huh?
Morocco +1.
Carl, listen, if you
Money
need a
line,
parlay
money
for
line.
100,000, just
I don't know
remember.
about money line, though. I do think Morocco can win it, but you know this is the knockout round, and these top teams find a way to win.
I don't
Yeah.
even know if I consider Spain a top team though. I don't know if I
This
consider
is-
that.
Kind of wild
This
still.
is
This is what I think.
Garfield had Belgium as an underdog.
Yeah, listen, dark horse, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. More or less the same thing. Look, all that's funny.
I mean, I had
All I would
England as
say
dark
about
horse
this
too,
is
so, you know.
Rodri's playing center back, right? And I think that's gonna cause a problem for Spain.
But who starts for Morocco up front? Yusuf on the series?
What's dude?
Zaire.
Yes,
Theory.
him,
In
him,
his theory.
him.
Yep.
Him, and then you
That
have-
dude is
Boufal. Boufal? Isn't
Bro,
it?
Boufal, come on.
Sofiane
Boufal,
Soufal-
right? Boufal started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
that used to
played for
play for,
Southampton.
He's playing
Southampton,
for
yeah.
Southampton.
He plays for French league now.
problem, bro.
He plays for
Sufyan
Angers.
Sufal, whatever.
Yo, this Moroccan team full of some street ballers. Like
Ballers,
when you
bro.
watch them play, it's
They full
street
of
ball.
people that made it. You know what
They
I mean?
bring in the sauce,
Like-
yo. They bring in the
like-
sauce.
They
Right.
come out of their communities and everybody know them. They
Mhm.
Facts.
this
And they're actually playing good together. That's the difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just them.
Well, it's 'cause-
There's nobody else good. It's just them.
Y'all saw the controversy
Nobody else
before.
coming out
I
of the
mean,
country good. Just them 26 guys.
They grew up on the same
26.
street.
Give it
They
18.
grew up on the same.
18 of them is real good. They all
That's
come out
true.
the different hoods and they all, they made all the high school
Yeah,
teams.
facts.
They made all the all-state teams, all that stuff together. They've been hanging around, like AAU
Right.
basketball.
there was all Casablanca
To play with
first
different
team.
teams. They used to all play together. So like
Yeah.
now they're all together now. We the national
They all
team. Yeah,
together.
man. You gonna make it anyways.
I hear you.
The
I
rest
feel
of
you.
them is just there because they need to fill it up with 26 people,
Right.
First team, all Marrakesh.
But mind you, this
Big
Moroccan
dogs.
team has been playing together for a long time. Like the core guys in the group have been playing with each other for a very long time. They've been under the radar, but now they got the biggest stage to show their worth. They won the group.
Yeah. So.
And it wasn't even like a surprise that they won their group. They've been playing well.
They got ballers though, man. These guys play in all top leagues though, yo.
Yeah, this is true.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
The
Every
thing that
team-
makes it tough for me to bet against Spain is just how well they keep possession. Has anybody been on a
That's
team
used
that
to win them things because people used to didn't know
It's
what
frustrating as
Dude, the
fuck when
possession
you
is a
can't touch the ball,
fugaze.
like-
The possession is a fugaze. That doesn't
No,
matter.
no.
Spain
I'm
is
not.
weak.
I'm not one of these like possession merchants where it's like we got to just pass the ball. Because there was a time even when Spain was peak Spain when I was like, this shit kind of get boring after a little while. Like, but that's just my personal opinion.
This
Anyway.
is my thing too. Why this is a really bad matchup for Spain is because of the way they hold possession. They can get caught on the counter at any
For
second.
sure.
And Morocco is
That's what
freaking
demanded.
fast.
For sure,
Bro,
but
the
they
center
also can
back-
pull you out of shape very
How
easily. The
Torres
reason that shit didn't work,
and
Japan are
Rodri-
probably the most organized team at this World Cup. That's why that shit didn't work against Japan. Against a less organized side, Spain will.
But
But
beat them
Morocco got
hard.
more
these
sauce.
are organized, bro.
Morocco
I
has
think
more
that
sauce.
Barcelona left back had a terrible little second half there. That little
They don't have a left back
15.
because if it's not Balde, it's what Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba's what 34, 35.
I think
How old is
after
Jordi
the
Alba?
Quetta gets cooked, if he starts,
We got two Real Madrid fans.
Liability
In, so
too.
what we saying?
Bro.
about Jordi Alba?
So Ziyech is coming out on the same side as Hakimi, bro. Whoever's playing left back is gonna have a problem, bro.
That's
gonna
a
have
fact.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bad
have a
matchup.
bad day.
It's a bad
He's gonna have a
matchup.
bad day.
especially if the left winger doesn't come back and help.
And Dani Almo's gonna be up but bro, he's gonna be at the touchline every 2 seconds. He won't have the energy to go the other way. I just think
Wait,
it's
it's almost still on,
tactically he's gonna
Leipzig?
be very
Yeah.
he's still
Yeah.
playing.
So Leipzig.
And then portions of the Japan game, my dude was out. Like, you couldn't find him. If you wanted to see him, you couldn't find him.
He
When
had
was on
like
the
2
field.
chances at the end of that game. Dani Almo,
Yeah.
2 clear chances, messed it up, whiffed them. Oh, sorry. I know we already skipped past this, but I remember you asking disappointments in this World Cup. I think Canada. Canada is number 1.
big facts.
I
They had a
think
tough group though.
More than Mexico? Y'all think Canada more of a disappointment than Mexico?
Mexico's group was up there, like it was up.
But
there.
Mexico has been coming down for years now. Canada is like on the way up.
I think
So-
Yeah, but this is
Canada
similar to
is
this.
a big
Canada is
disappointment.
similar to the U.S. side. 2026 is really when I think you'll see this Canada side be.
I don't think so. I think
I
that
don't
was-
know. I don't think so.
that was
That'll
the best-
hurt
Nah,
him.
this was the
I think that
reality
was the
check
best
Canada
team.
needed. This was the reality
bro.
check that
It
Canada
hurt
needed.
him.
I think this was the best thing because let me tell you, Alphonso Davis is probably the greatest Canadian player to ever come out.
Facts. No, that's
Right?
clear.
But listen, he ain't the guy that's gonna when you take your free kicks, take your corners,
Bro, what? How old is Alfonso Davies? 21, 22?
take your. I don't think you know how David Alaba is for Austria.
Yeah.
That's what Alphonso Davis wanted to be for Canada,
No, agreed. But
and
I'm saying,
it don't work. Canada
he's,
needs more.
how old is he? He's 21, 22. He's still young.
I think he's 20.
Yeah, he might be 20. That's what's crazy. Like, he's
They
young.
need to build a program and not build around Alphonso Davis.
That's
If you know
true.
what I mean. They
'Cause
need
they
to
got-
build because you got Alphonso Davis and Buchanan running down the wing. Choo, 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 choo. But you got Atiba Hutchinson taking canes and trying to chase down Brozovic and chase down Kovacic in the midfield.
that
Come
man's
on,
40
fam. What do you
years old,
expect?
guys.
His coach set him up for failure. Like if I'm at Hutchinson, I'm going in the locker room. I'm smacking my coach. Like you really expecting me to go out here and put up and have a good match against Kovacic, Modric, and Brozovic?
Right now,
come on now. Be realistic.
Right now, Dani Alves, and Atiba Hutchinson saw each other in the hotel lobby, and they were like, "Bro, yeah, man, we done. We done, bro. We ain't got it. And no way, bro. Having to chase down these young folks? Oh no. Mm-mm.
Nah, bro. Different.
They probably even
game
saw
now.
Ronaldo, and he said the same thing. Yeah, man.
Yo, Ronaldo
When we get
dropping
to this
a
next
hattie
game,
next
I'm
round.
saying my take for the next game. All right.
So, final thoughts on Morocco and Spain. Who going through?
I think
Morocco.
we're 50-50 on this.
Morocco.
We got to put it up to a vote.
Yo, don't go on the fence, Abe. We ain't doing
No
that.
50-50. They ain't no
Put it up
fence
to a
here,
vote.
bro.
Put it up to a vote.
All right,
Pick
what
a
you say?
side,
What you
pick
say,
a
Victor?
side.
Put it up to a vote.
What do you say?
Decision. Oh, Morocco.
Schiller?
Morocco.
Nick? Spain? I can't hear you, but I read you.
Are you muted? Oh.
Okay. Shaq, what you say?
Oh boy, I think Spain takes it. I think Spain wins it.
AB?
Part of me wants to say Spain too, but shit.
So what is it?
I'm gonna go Morocco. Fuck it. We rolling with the Africans here in this World Cup.
Come on, man. Morocco.
All right, so we got 2 Spain and 3 Morocco. So
What
Morocco
are you,
for the
Jimmy?
win.
What are you,
What
Jimmy?
you
going for
saying? What you
Morocco.
saying?
I'm going for Morocco.
4-2.
Nah, fuck that. I
That's
take it on mine.
Blanca.
I'm going Spain.
What?
All right, so now
Nah,
we're
that's crazy.
Carl.
I'm
Tiebreaker.
sorry, y'all, but I'm going Spain.
All right, so
Bro.
Spain to go through then.
Yeah.
We almost had the perfect bracket, bro. We almost had the perfect
Portugal
bracket.
versus Switzerland.
Almost.
Portugal.
Switzerland.
If Portugal
I'm
beats
Swiss.
Ronaldo, I think they take it.
Portugal.
I would say
After I seen
Yeah.
today's game, Switzerland.
Shaq?
Switzerland always does good in the tournaments, though. They always make out the group, and
I think Portugal takes it. I think they have too much. Portugal played a B team today. Let's be honest. Or yesterday, whenever they played a B team.
AB?
Switzerland gave it their all today.
Switzerland did give it their all, but I mean they did concede 2 to Serbia, and I feel like Serbia have been kind of bored.
Serbia is the most unorganized team in the competition.
Well, that's because their striker is banging the backup keeper's wife. So
Hold on, what?
what?
That's
Y'all
what
don't know
I
this?
heard.
Hot take.
Breaking
I
news.
didn't-
Breaking
I didn't
news.
y'all didn't know
Serbia
this about
times.
Vlahovic,
Vlahovic is supposedly banging the goalkeeper.
the backup keeper's wife. That's why the coach apparently wasn't starting him. It's drama in that Serbia camp, bro.
I mean,
Well, they're out already, so.
They wasn't going to do anything. They underachieved too. Too much quality.
They
on that.
definitely underachieved.
Oh, they got some good players, bro.
Too much
Think about
quality.
it. Vlahovic, Mitrovic.
Milinkovic
Dusan
Savic.
Tadic.
But the difference with Swiss is they've, as you say, Morocco's been playing together for a while. That Swiss team has been the same team for
They didn't have
God.
Superman today either.
God knows how long.
Jan Sommer wasn't playing today. He could save anybody. He
I'm
went
trying to see
all
my
over
guy Dennis
hope
Zakaria
is
ball out.
not to be that guy
So-
Garfield, but he couldn't say the goalkeeper wife. I'm just saying.
That was
I'm just saying.
it wasn't on his team. It wasn't on his
Yeah,
team. He was
bro.
playing for another team, you heard? Alright, so we go with Portugal?
They gotta start Leao, bro. He's been on the bench as a sub. He makes the difference.
Facts. The minute this man came in, I feel like actually the second game he was trying to do too much.
Who?
I feel like he was just pissed off he didn't start
Who?
after the first game.
Yeah.
Leao. He wasn't
Personally-
good today. He came on the bench field today.
I don't like João Felix as a winger, honestly.
I forgot João Felix was even playing. He didn't play today either.
No, but
Honestly,
he started the first 2 games, though, I think.
He started.
He played really good against Uruguay.
when João Felix plays for Portugal at left wing, it reminds me of when Diego Jota plays left wing for them, and it just doesn't work.
Oh, they're missing Diego Jota, man.
Like it's
They're
it's
missing
player,
him.
huh?
they play too like they don't play as wingers, bro. They just want the ball, and they're not in the middle of the pitch to distribute like they should be. Leao goes at the defenders and makes space and makes it happen.
Wait, what is the
I
best
agree.
Portugal 11?
If Portugal started Leao, I'm taking Portugal, but I don't think they're gonna start him.
Yeah, what's the best
I don't think
Portugal
they'll start
11?
him.
Hold on, you just said
What's the
start
best-
Leao? That man was out there on the fast break playing like he ain't never played soccer in his life. What are we talking about? That's why he on the bench. Like, bro,
Playing like Carl.
I watched the
Playing like
game
Carl.
today.
That's the type of player he is, though. He plays like Bruno Fernandes, bro.
He
they
just
play
played like
like
a fast break player.
aggressive style.
Yeah.
They lose the ball often, but when they do make it happen, it works.
Yeah,
You
that's
need
why-
risk
that's why
takers.
he
You need
not
risk
starting.
takers in your team.
That's why he's not starting. You got a 3-on-2 fast break and the man brick. Man didn't even hit the post.
3-0-2 fast break.
What?
He did break. That was a slow roll.
That
into
was the worst break. He didn't even hit the ball hard. What are you talking about? Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about soccer though. Let me just say that. But once I
Let me
saw
say this
that,
because I know
said,
Andre gonna
This
watch
dude
this,
said fast break.
and all the other Portuguese people because they seen Bruno Fernandes getting linked with Real Madrid, and I just want to say this. He was like, I thought the guy sucks. Real Madrid have a midfield that is so adept at keeping possession. They had to go out and find somebody who is a master at pissing the ball away. That's the only reason Bruno Fernandes is being linked to Real Madrid.
Point
Point blank.
Bruno Fernandes' agent not linking him with him.
Bruno, I like Bruno. I like Bruno
too, but
more than a lot of people do, probably.
He needs to keep the ball more because if he keeps it more, that's when his play starts. Like he looks better. If
Yes.
he gives it up too much, like that's the way he plays. But if he holds it just a little bit more instead of 15 turnovers, make it down to 10, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, and the thing
Ball
with
away
Bruno,
15 times in one game is nuts.
yo,
That's when you
Bruno,
get that Benzema like, wow, this guy's playing against us, bro. Like,
Bro,
you gotta-
Bruno too. Bruno is all about his form. Like right now, we got to inform Bruno. So when he's out of form, he's terrible. But when he's in form, even for Manchester United, he balls out. And right now, it looks like Bruno's doing his thing this tournament.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So
Wait.
yeah,
Should Cristiano Ronaldo start?
that's a good question.